Hello, greetings. This is Interstellar Radio. Today's date is September 29th, 2019. We have Retro on the line. Greetings.
Greetings.
All right. Hope everything's okay.
Yep.
So, all right. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. We'll start with the Egyptian that we talked about on the show at Neutron.
Yeah. Do you want to get the audience in case you missed it a brief synopsis?
Yeah. Just basically, a friend of mine moved into an apartment, felt a lot of dark energies. She met the previous owner. He was like a Egyptian dark magician. He was trying to, kind of trying to give her a name so he can control her, I guess. And so she had a pretty dark, violent dream from him. He just always, she couldn't trust him. Her cat died because of him. So see what you get on that.
Okay. One moment.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a lot of grief around its energy, especially with the cat. It feels like the cat actually. What I'm getting is the cat. It actually took the place of the much.
Yeah.
It could have been much worse for her. That the cat was the one price that volunteered to pay himself up, as you said. Pets sometimes take the karma or they take the beating to their owners in a sense. I feel like I feel a lot of grief there, especially a lot of heavy energy.
Yeah.
I kind of get that. What I get from this Egyptian guy, this magician, it's almost as if this negative actions or this drama he's causing is actually making him feel more empowered and more positive. So he actually feels slightly more positive when he does things like this. He has this energy, this life that comes to him. It's like a drug.
Yeah, I can see that.
So he's really doing everything. He is stuck in his way because he's a drug addict.
Yeah.
So what I see from him, as far as his cat, took on a burden and died to protect the owner, your friend. I believe the cat is still there with her right now.
Yeah.
Protecting her. And it's a very strong protector.
Yeah, definitely.
A very strong protector, actually. And, yeah. I do believe that things are going to start to happen less. It's going to be less intensity from now on. That's what I'm seeing.
That's good.
I do believe that I do see that he might be going away. I don't see much happening to him. I don't think there's much of an intense relationship between the guy and your friend.
Yeah.
I don't see much of a bond there per se.
Yeah.
So I kind of believe that he's going to go his own way.
Hold
on.
Yeah.
I do see that there are some negative attachments to her right now. Those entities that were attached to him latched onto her and will stick around. But he is going in a different direction himself. The only bridge would be the entities that connected to her. Those are the ones that are causing more of that negativity right now, as I see it.
Okay. You think those entities will release, or what do you need to be healed, or? do you think?
Those entities need to be. They need to be released. I see them bound by something.
Okay.
They need to be healed and brought into the light.
I mean,
They are stuck.
released by her or somebody else, or
It can be. I'm getting the impression that you are actually very capable of doing this. From what I'm
okay,
seeing.
okay,
Um, I'm seeing it attached almost to like a bench, like a stone bench, onto the earth.
mm-hmm.
That's the image I'm seeing. It can move around by its connection to Earth, but it still has its home here and in astral. It's
Mm-hmm.
connected to. It
Okay,
is kind of like a genie in a bottle, where the genie can come out when the person allows it to, but it's still attached to the bottle itself in a sense.
jeez.
Um,
Uh, you think her contract is broken with that Egyptian?
the guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I see a very loose, ongoing contract.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's quite over. Energy is something there that it's not going to be intentional. It's just very
Okay, yeah.
it's mostly an astral at this point, I believe.
Okay. Hmm.
Even then, it's not going to have not that much to do. It may not be acted on for a while. Maybe not in this lifetime.
Okay. So, like, if the cat wasn't there, what do you think would have happened?
If the cat wasn't there, I'm getting the impression that the cat had to be there.
Yeah.
Um, for this to happen, and the cat. There was no way the cat couldn't be there. But imagine if it wasn't. One sec.
Yes. Jeez.
I believe this was sort of a. I don't know if I would say an agreement. A moment.
Hmm.
I do believe that things may not have gone the same, but
Mm-hmm.
it is too. It's not certain. I'm not giving much detail on what would happen if the cat wasn't there.
Yeah. Just let it be.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Jeez. That was pretty intense, actually.
One,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I do believe that the spirit there is quite ancient. I see sort of a robed figure, in a sense,
Mm-hmm.
attached to her. Is it like a magician of the past,
Mm-hmm.
possibly? One that may have been chained up
Mm-hmm.
in Atlantean times or something, or ancient times.
Mm-hmm.
He may have been killed by some kind of warriors, arrested, killed.
Mm-hmm.
I see. It feels like a person or a being that was in Egypt at one point. That's
Yeah.
attached to her that was killed. So now it's kind of stuck to the earth, trying to. Uh, I'm not sure what it's trying to do. It's not quite sure, but it is unable to come up at this point.
Okay. Interesting.
In fact, I believe it's causing this issue so that it can be released and healed. It is getting attention,
Yeah. Okay.
and even if it is in a negative way. So
Mm-hmm. Hey, I think the attachments are doing anything right now, or just sitting there.
it feels like it is trying. It's getting close to her. What I'm seeing, it is. It seems to be almost fixated on her right now.
Hmm.
That
Okay.
could be why the rape dreams are happening.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. You want to go into Greta?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So Greta Thorn.
Greta Thunberg, I think the name is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thunberg is the I think
Thunberg.
16-year-old girl who came to one of the stages and basically they said politicians are not doing more about global warming.
Yeah.
And she became kind of a meme now, so.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Oh, she just looks so miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Manipulated.
I see archons. I'm hearing archons around her.
Mm-hmm.
She does feel like a very new soul in a sense, a young soul.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Though, at the same time, not inexperienced. But she is very much on the other world. I see some other peaceful world, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
She has a lot of alien energies to her, of course. But as a soul, I do see her being connected to the Pleiades.
Yeah,
Um,
you can see that.
Hold on. I'm trying
Yeah.
to see if I can pick up these things from the others. I do believe she's going to have more of an impact as far as climate change. But I believe that she is, at this moment, manipulated. She's being brought in sort of an off-kilter direction from her
Mm-hmm.
goal.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe she's here to assist planet Earth, of
Mm-hmm.
course,
Mm-hmm. Mm.
to assist humanity. Uh, there's a lot of creative energy there. There's a lot of potential entrepreneurship, a lot of new ideas, very future forward, of course. But it is being manipulated into becoming almost cynical in a sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I see some darker Illuminati around here as well. Some like handlers of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
There are people trying to prod her in the right direction, in the what feels like the right direction. Trying to push her into a more of an activist route. But she is pushed in this activist, this anger route, as a distraction from her true mission. Is what I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So she's getting handbacks, or not handbacks, but she's getting kudos from some of the people in control. Uh, they're going this route that doesn't actually serve any purpose but to serve as a distraction from her goal.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that she's focused more on the sciences and finding cures, and she focused on other ways to combat climate change. She took her own initiative, which the people in power do not want, of course. Then she led people to have the effect. And I do believe that she will as she gets older. Though I kind of feel like they had her make this speech, of course, because it would be quite obvious to people who are in the know uh,
Mm-hmm.
that it would be a meme of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
People who are more cynical or skeptical would figure out that she would be compromised. Even though she has her heart's in the right place, I do believe that this is going to the sort of meme images, the impression she gave out may come back to cause a roadblock, or at least that's what I hope it's going to cause roadblocks. Since she's known as this person who got
Mm-hmm.
angry on the stage and it's a protester.
Mm. Wow.
I also see some Arcturian in her,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
especially with technology and green technology. Yes. Any questions?
Yeah, she definitely looks like a Palladian for sure.
Oh yeah.
You get that. I guess that's where her passion comes from for nature.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like I mean, it feels like she's being controlled.
It's a very
Some,
loose kind of control.
mm-hmm.
Yes, it is controlled. It is more of a. She is still finding her sense of direction,
Yeah,
as I see it,
of course.
and so that is being manipulated at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
If she if she expels this emotional energy in protesting and going in stage speaking and getting angry and being combative, that's going to take energy away. It'll feed the system versus if she was to find ways, new ingenuities and new ideas, new initiatives.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why she's going to be added to these new initiatives, technology. It'll look fairly small, but it'll get some international attention at first. Uh,
Huh.
I believe that the ideas will be simple. It'll be elegant but simple.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely her mission to do this. It seems.
Yeah.
I mean, feels like also she's using the anger because she's still. I mean, it's nerves too, talking in front of all these people at 16. So
Right.
it's another way of hiding her insecurities.
Right.
So it's not that
But
good from that.
did you hear the part though where she kind of gave Trump a dirty
Yeah,
look?
yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I believe that was she was pushed to do that in a sense, even if she's
Mhm.
not aware of it.
Yeah.
I don't. I believe that is also done to get more of the score against her in the future. To make her more noteworthy, make it more meme-worthy in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, she might be treated for depression when she gets older.
Hmm.
She continues this route. So
She will be remembered for this kind of activity. She continues, of course.
yeah.
Um, if she becomes a protester rather than a developer or inventor or scientist, her talents may not be put to the best use, and that's what they want.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to check into NASA?
Yes, one moment.
Yeah.
Okay. I see NASA going into a portal of sorts to another Earth-like world at this
Mm-hmm.
moment. I'm seeing
Mm-hmm.
something underneath one of the NASA buildings. It looks like a picture of the Earth that is like rippling in water. It's reflected. It's like uh, a different planet that they're looking at this moment. They're investigating.
Hmm.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It is very one moment. I'm trying to think what this planet is. I can get information on it. It is difficult to connect to.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Yeah. It is a different sort of life they're trying to understand is what I make of it. It is the planet itself is forested, of course.
Hmm.
It is very dense and jungle. It's very watery, humid. It's larger than Earth.
Hmm.
Uh, 1.6 times larger than Earth. I see. I believe they're trying to find a way into the portal, without taking too much risk at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it does have something to do with energy, finding sources of energy.
Mm-hmm.
It is a very new world. It's very wild. It's almost like Earth, but a different version.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Older. I believe there are more dinosaurs there too.
Hmm. Hmm. In this dimension?
In this dimension, I'm not entirely certain. 1 minute. It does feel like it has a physical dimension to it. Yes,
Okay. Jeez.
I'm seeing all kinds of large trees with vines and
Yeah.
large oceans.
Yeah.
I'm also seeing medicine there, going there for medicine.
Mm-hmm.
So it is an expedition. They're hoping to find medicines and potential energy sources there. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, medicines in other world. Uh, life already exists on it, of course.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like a sort of the side trip on their Atlantean journeys, but it it's there to build up the repertoire's information and technologies, of course, so that they can do what they had planned to do as far as cutting their Atlantean roots.
Hmm.
I don't think we're getting there.
Yeah, I just got it.
Okay. Yeah. Any questions?
Yeah, so there are Atlanteans in NASA, basically. Feeling I got.
Yes. I
So
believe they spoke in NASA once before.
yeah.
And they are descended from Atlantean royalty.
Yeah. Hmm. Interesting.
Hmm.
Is not
The
where is this? Did they say where it is? The planet? Or just
1 moment. It's within our galaxy, of course. That's what I'm hearing. It's in
yeah.
our galaxy,
Yeah.
so it is in our dimension as well.
Okay.
A time away, something.
Okay.
It feels like it's time travel related too.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, whatever else you need to pull from NASA that you feel you need to see.
Yes, they do want to move on to different parts of NASA, if possible. I see them launching satellites around the sun at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
I I believe it is to observe the sun, energy in the sun. They're measuring
Mm-hmm.
the way the energy moves in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost piercing inside the sun at this moment. It's
Mm-hmm.
getting. I believe they might try to figure out how the sun is living, what the pattern of energy is, what's
Mm-hmm.
almost like how Earth has its volcanic areas and the hot spots, and you have a magma flowing underneath in in cycles.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the sun has its own energy patterns that they're trying to figure out these deep, strong energy patterns, and I believe that might have something to do with how fuel can be taken from the sun.
Wow.
Uh, yes, I'm seeing it like almost like what do they call those things? A jet stream almost under the water. What do they call those? they're kind of taking energy off the side of these streams.
Yeah, jet stream
Or,
sounds about right.
yeah.
Might be another word for it, but
Right. So I see the siphoning off these streams because if they siphon from the middle of the stream, of course, it's a lot of force.
mm-hmm.
And if you take too much and you disturb things too much, it would kill the sun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I see when people take energy from the sun, it's taking off the side of these jet streams. It feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Interesting.
So NASA is sending satellites around the sun to observe these, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. What was the next topic? Do you want to move on?
NSA.
NSA. Yes. I see an interesting picture of this data center in Utah. Let's see what this picture looks like. Yeah, there it goes. I'm being drawn towards that at this moment. Because I feel like if you see the way things are made in an arc,
Yeah.
it is connected to an underground facility as well.
Yeah, no doubt.
Under the mountains. Yes. I see it kind of the fan shape. There's these buildings are connected somehow to a central point inside the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
It does house most of the data, of course.
Like underground data centers.
Yes, although some are above ground as well. The middle building looks particularly interesting, even though it looks almost plain. It feels like there's a lot of warehouses there in this area in the center that has a lot of information. Although it's a lot of old information that's not as useful anymore, of course.
Yeah.
It's being held on in case it needs to be held on to. But it's not the most praiseworthy information, you know. Like, what did you spend on groceries on Friday night kind of thing?
Yeah. Stuff they'll never be used.
What's that? Yeah.
Stuff they'll never have any use for.
Yes. So I thought that's the main source of most public information, but there's also a bigger hub in the center that holds backup, that holds more extra-dimensional information and seeing a lot of energy in the mountain to the right of the image. Inside there, I see crystals too.
Mm-hmm.
Information stored in crystals. It is kind of getting a feel in the astral as well, so trying to predict things that will happen on this world. It's predictive. It's that is what they're working on now, is how to predict when something will happen, when a crime will occur, when war will start, what Russia's trying to do, what China's trying to do, what's going on in the astral, who will win presidency, you know. It is trying to connect to this astral information in order to have more influence, to get the shadow government more influence. Yes.
And they change timelines too, it seems.
Yes, they can.
Yeah.
Again, so there's crystal energy in the hub.
Mm-hmm.
So it's connected deeply to our shadow governments. Yes.
It basically is a shadow government, I guess.
It is a shadow government, yeah. It is.
Is this connected to other worlds?
One moment.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm trying to see what world it connects to. I'm hearing some Agartha there. I'm not positive on that.
Hmm.
And some Zeta, but mostly reptilians in there too, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But it is hard to get access to, of course. It is being blocked out most of the time. So, but yes, it is connected to other worlds.
Um.
But I'm seeing mostly reptilian and Zeta at this moment.
Mm-hmm. So, they're affecting our world from affecting our timelines from other worlds.
It feels more shadowy than that, but it is more or less trying to influence and control for our shadow government.
Mm-hmm.
It is trying to empower our shadow government by getting all this knowledge, of course. The NSA itself is very shadowy.
Yeah.
Even its public image is very shadowy. So it is
Also.
mostly, I would say, negative energy.
Mm-hmm. I
It can
mean,
have some.
yeah. Go ahead.
It can have some positive, but for the most part, I see it as negative and slight. It doesn't. It does not do much of the dirty work of manipulation. It lets others do that for it.
Mm-hmm.
But they're a very negative tool, I would say.
I'm surprised they make the NSA public at all. They
Exactly.
have no choice, but um, I have one. How about or it just came to mind. How about Lockheed Martin?
Lockheed Martin, one moment.
We got time. If you sense Illuminati energies there.
Yes, I do. Of course, I'm not the image there.
Yeah.
I believe that their connection to other stars at this moment, with archons as well.
Mm-hmm.
I see them in contact with other star systems at this point.
Mm-hmm.
One archon and insectoid at this moment.
Yeah, because of the
It,
flying
yes,
insectoid.
it is sharing information with them at this moment. It is providing some kind of information about Earth, or it is sharing some information about itself with the archons and insectoid beings. Now, it is there's almost a sharing information between the two groups, between the three
Mm-hmm.
groups, I should say. Yes, I see the archons and insect beings as advisors to Lockheed Martin.
Mm.
Although distant, yet their input is still very much appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Lockheed Martin wants to be seen as more impressive or grandiose in the eyes of these aliens.
Mm-hmm.
It wants to place up its image internationally, or interstellar image, I should say. Yeah. It is trying to, it may be in the background on Earth, but its energy seems very large in some areas of space regarding Earth.
Yeah.
And so what it lacks in publicity on Earth, it makes up for in other instances.
Mm-hmm. So
Yes.
So do you feel that Lockheed kind of runs the government?
They run not the government as a whole, of course,
Yeah, of course not.
but they do work with governments, agencies like the NSA, of course, with NASA. They do work with the shadow government, of course, and they do try to put themselves in a high position, higher than others, of course.
Yeah.
You know, they are connected, as they are connected to the aircraft high in the sky. They want to be higher than others. That's the one. That's the whole mission. It feels like Lockheed Martin want to be higher than others. Uh, but it does not control everything at the moment yet. It does not control the government entirely.
So, I think I lost my train of thought. So, there's a positive Illuminati and dark.
Yes, there is positive Illuminati and darker Illuminati.
Okay, yeah, this is I had another question, but they pulled it out. I guess they allowed me to have it back. So it feels like there's like a small group, obviously connected to the shadow government, like a filter. You have the outside Lockheed Martin, then you have like level 0 or whatever you want to call it, where they filter people in to keep things, to the shadow side.
Yes, that is true. They have that's the whole point. On Earth, they are very shadowy. They are not given much attention, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
They try to keep the attention away from themselves as far as Earth, because even though they are in the dark on Earth, in astral and in to the aliens, they're much well known, of course.
Yeah, of course.
They're not always talked about, but they do garner quite a lot of fame or infamy. That is what allows them to rise above. The people who are on the top, people who are in the closed ranks and
Yeah.
upper ranks, they are more well known to the aliens and then astral this time.
Yeah, some of them are military too. Seems.
Yes.
Within Lockheed.
And I believe that Trump's space stories, of course, is connected to this.
Yeah.
I believe this is almost a business proposal or trying to scratch their back, because Lockheed Martin does have some power within our shadow government, of course.
Yeah, of course.
So having these space stores that Trump wants to have, it's kind of giving them a bit of power, a bit of a step up from, let's see, it is a favor on Trump's behalf to establish space stores. So it is not just about disclosure, it is also business.
Yeah. So Lockheed Martin, if you I guess Texas is one of their stronger like hubs, or what is it that you feel?
Like Texas, I feel there's a lot of information there in Texas, of course. But I'm thinking Florida as well.
Really? Yeah, because of NASA. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking possibly in parts of the West, like more or less densely populated Western areas, or they can get more secrecy, like in your Wyoming or Montana area. But yes, I do see something in Texas. It feels like that's not all where it's at. It's scattered, of course.
Yeah. Well, Texas, it feels like there's a major hub there. Let's put it that way.
Yes, of course. That is where most of their lower level employees work. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah. Guess so. While we're at it, what do you get about the CIA?
CIA?
Yeah.
I see them mostly. Hold on. I see them working in different industries at the moment, but also working in elections.
Mm-hmm.
You had the Canadian election coming up soon, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Although they're not maybe as influential,
Mm-hmm.
but I still see them trying to influence our not only our election, but the Canadian election. I see them in leather suits, some CA and others in leather suits,
Hmm.
kind of in a national statements. It's as if they're trying to influence some of our drug culture, pornography,
Yeah.
um, some of our movies, media, of course.
I
They're
mean,
kind of
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
they seem to be taking on slightly Illuminati issues right now, or they're trying to influence the media right now. They're trying to, and it's connected to drugs mostly. They're trying to push
Hmm.
more drugs at this moment. It's a moment.
You know, like drug cartel or like subscription drugs? Both?
Drug cartels.
Yeah, of course.
It is connected
Imagine.
to yes,
Yeah, they're connected to they're connected to pharmaceuticals too. I mean,
of course, yes,
and everything. I mean, is that technically the shadow government?
yes. It is an older, weaker part of the shadow government now.
Hmm.
It used to be much stronger, of course, but now it is weaker.
What do you think is the strongest?
The NSA,
Oh wow, really?
yes.
Huh. Interesting.
Why do you think Canadian called to address them?
Yeah, makes sense. I guess the CIA is still kind of in charge, though. They still run the.
They are
There's,
the old man of the group, yes.
yeah, they're just not doing as much as the NSA is now. I guess.
Right. But I see them working with cartels, with media, pornography, human trafficking a little bit. Um,
So, are they just trying to get money, or what's the shadow government money? Is that what they're?
money and to weaken others, to
Yeah,
cause chaos.
that's what the that's what human trafficking is about.
Hmm.
Weakening governments, weakening people.
Drugs weaken people, of course. You have addictions, you have problems with that.
Yeah, negativity in movies.
Hmm.
You know.
Pornography addiction as well.
Yeah.
It's just trying to cause chaos and cause distraction and addictions and problems to everyone. And they make money off it too. So, of course,
I mean, there's light, there's positive there, but not much.
not much. Like I said, it is the old man of the group, so it does have some limits,
Hmm.
but it is still has an ego to it.
Yeah.
It it is getting it is knowing that it's time to retire. It is
Hmm.
time to come in closer to the light. Yet it doesn't want to get rid of that dark fully at this time. It has that attachment. It itself is addicted as much as they call it addictions.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I feel like it's getting lighter a little bit.
A little bit, yes. Over time, of course, it'll get lighter.
So you think is the NSA that's what's running the government, or is it the CIA?
I don't see them. I don't see one on top of the other.
Yeah.
I see them
Influencing it.
operating in a sense. They are working together, of course, with our government. I don't see any one particular above the other. Some are stronger than others. I do not see a king, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a particular dominating influence.
Mm-hmm.
They all kind of have their own fields that they take care of. They work together. It is more of an oligarchy than a monarchy.
We got a few more minutes. What about the Queen of England
1
and
moment.
her influence over the U.S. government?
Just 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yes, I do see some influence, of course. I get very dark energies on her, of course. It is very, she can take off her mask, so to speak, when she gets into the government with the United
Oh
States.
yeah.
When she speaks to the NSA, the CIA, she really takes off her mask and you can see what's in there.
Yep.
It is very vicious. It is very cunning.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not really expected, I do think, because, of course, America fought a war for independence from monarchy.
Yeah.
Yet there is still very strongly influence control with our banking system, like that was there in
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
the banking and finance, of course,
Mm-hmm.
trade, military. They do joint military operations. So it is all connected. Everything that's connected does link up to the Queen in some sense. Even though we're no longer part of the Commonwealth, we are still connected through our other institutions.
You think everybody's kind of connected to the Queen? All governments are.
Yes, I do. I see Europe. There is some influence in Asia, but not as much. She does not have much influence in China,
Mm-hmm.
but she does in Taiwan.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have much in Japan or Korea. But I definitely feel like Taiwan and some of the major cities, of course. The major
Mm-hmm.
uh, Hong Kong. I believe there's some there. Anyone allied to the U.S. and Britain share, of course, are going to have some influence with the Queen, whether they are familiar with it or not.
Well, we got a couple more minutes. I didn't think about this before. How about the Federal Reserve?
The Federal Reserve. Let's see.
We'll close her out after this.
Do you have anything particular?
Whatever you get. What does AR want us to know? Or the Palladians? Or the Felines?
That the Federal Reserve is. I'm seeing it is a kind of prison to different energies, of course. There is an energy there that is very restrictive, very measured, and very controlling, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there are secrets that the Federal Reserve would have. A lot of the resources they have that the world is not, well, they say it's not ready to have yet. 1 moment.
Yeah, it feels like they hold the Earth's consciousness.
Yes, it is very. it is connected to Earth's consciousness. But I'm seeing a large fault with a lot of energy that's just stuck there, waiting to come out. But it comes after time. It's like you have all the world's gold or something. You want to hold on to that wealth.
Yeah.
But that wealth is not meaningful until it is being used, in a sense, of being
Yeah.
circulated. It is potential, but if you're not going to use that potential, it's meaningless. So I feel like there are a lot of energy that they have on hold at this moment. It is connected to our money, of course, our monetary systems. A lot of the icons in the money are the currencies as well. You realize that our currency, compared to the other currencies, are very bland and old-fashioned looking.
Yeah.
Whereas the others are changing. They're bringing all kinds of new energies in.
Yeah.
Whereas the energy of the U.S. currency is always the same.
Yeah.
It's always this kind of blank gray-green color.
Yeah.
It is being held on to, this old energy. It's nearly dead. But it is being held on to for some kind of control. To limit the energy that can be put out there.
It's almost as if you can feel the consciousness of the person that was that spent the money. If it's physical money and you have it in your pocket, in your hand, your energy is with it.
But why do you think they don't have like any women in the currency or any black presidents or any Native Americans or anything like that? It's all this old, very familiar energy that's like been beat to death. There's nothing left for it. It's very stony. It's hard to access because it's just been there for so long, and it's so familiar that it's almost not there.
Roman energies.
Yes. Of course, they could let things slide, all this color and information, and consciousness with this money and connection. You can connect everything.
Yeah.
Just by what's on the money, just what's on the money can actually influence their society. If you had the diversity of characters, diversity of colors. Sorry.
Yeah.
I got tongue-tied in a minute there.
Feels like it. Yeah, it's ancient Roman families that have been in hiding, basically.
Right.
Running all this, and they get kings and even the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, to be the face.
Of course. But yes, think about what money is. Yeah. Not just the money as on the card, but the dollar bill.
Yeah.
People see this money as an icon of value. They want this money. Yep. They want to be connected with it. So of course, if they have to take the money, you're not really connected to the idea of the money itself, but you're connected to all the archetypes and symbols that's on the money. Of course.
Yeah, exactly.
And the U.S. dollar, the paper money, has not changed very much.
No. I think the $100 bill has changed the most, probably. $20 bill, I think.
Yeah.
It was 20.
But still, there's very bland compared to other world currencies.
Oh yeah.
The energy is very stale.
It's dead. Yeah, it's just. Yeah. Well, yeah, because you echo the past.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't let it go.
It's a way to keep things slow, of course.
Yeah.
The Federal Reserve is very slow, very almost dead energy. It is a very large blockage. It's just holding all this. It's holding us back in a sense.
Yeah. No building's a portal. Anunnaki energies.
Yes, in a sense, but it is also restricting the energy.
Yeah, it's freezing time.
Yeah. It is. It's freezing time.
For now. Yeah. So.
Yeah, for now.
All right. Anything else before we close her out?
I think that's the same one then.
All right.
Yes, I believe that they're telling, advising people to connect with the nature, of course. As the seasons are changing, there's a new energy, of course, so they're renewing. It's very active this time of year, in the fall equinox, in a autumn equinox, or
Okay.
spring in the south. So it is a time the Pleiadians are saying to connect with what you can find in nature. Spend time with the energy, helping Mother Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it is a very vibrant time, they say.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Take care. Yes.
All right. All right. Thank you for that. All right. Much love, everyone. Thank you,
Blessings, everyone.
Retro. Thank you, AR. All right. Pleiadians, everyone. All right. Good night.